Hi lovelies, so in this video I'm going to be talking about all things finance. We're into a new year and it's really key to review your finances, set some goals, set yourself some targets and try and achieve them. I've spoken to you guys before about how we tried to save as a couple last year and over the last couple of years because we had a particular goal in mind which we recently achieved, and as I'm starting the new year I've kind of gone back to the drawing board and I've been thinking about some of the financial goals that I have personally and kind of just moving forward. Now, I wanted to share this because I feel like these are kind of the key 5 habits that really help me to kind of buckle down and get myself in a really good position. So if you're interested in finding out how you can do better saving in 2021, then definitely keep on watching. So number 1, I think it's really good to set up your direct debits and standing orders literally probably like 2 to 3 days after you get paid. If you can set it up on the same day that you get paid, then that's even better. I know a lot of banks release the money at midnight, so if you're someone that gets paid on the 30th, then the money just drops at midnight and the bills are kind of picked up through the bank. I think they kind of do a request in the morning and a request in the afternoon. So then you kind of know that that money's gone and you know, you don't go into your app or look at your salary thinking, I've got this big chunk. You can just get rid of that amount and not have to think about it. The second thing that I think is really key is to give yourself a weekly budget. Now, we did this with the twist. So we used to like to give ourselves a weekly budget with cash. Sometimes when we were doing food shop and things like that. Now, I have to say it wasn't really easy because we're kind of contactless generation and we were quite disciplined at first when we lived on our own, and I think we're putting that back into practice now that we're in our new home. But it just kind of meant that you'd actually walk around the store like with purpose and you'd only pick up things for the amount you'd literally have to hand. Whereas when we have contactless or you have an overdraft facility, or you just know that you just keep pinging or doing different things or moving money around in accounts, let's say moving money from your savings into like your current account, I think it's really hard for you to have discipline. So I feel like for me, that was kind of a key thing that helped us, and at times it wasn't always easy, but we're getting back into that swing of kind of giving ourselves a set amount to kind of do a set task. The third thing that I really think is important is to give yourself a savings allowance. So just like you pay your direct debits and you have standing orders for different things like TV or your car or any other bills, I think it's really important to pay yourself, but pay yourself in terms of giving yourself that savings amount. So if you know that you want to save a chunk of, let's say, £200, £100 or £50, just make sure that you've got a standing order from your current account into your savings account where it just moves straight across. If you're quite disciplined like I am, I choose to actually manually move it across. And that's just because I like to look at my apps every day. So as soon as I get paid, I know what bits are coming out. I like to move my money across. And I even have an allowance card, which I mentioned in a previous video, that really helped me to kind of curb things while we weren't in lockdown. So work lunches or hot chocolate here and there. If I didn't have the money in my allowance card for that week, then that was it. I couldn't really have that treat. And then I think the fourth thing, which I've already touched on, is checking your bank account daily. Now, there's no excuse because we literally don't have to walk into the high street and go into the bank to find out where we're at, or you're not waiting for a paper statement. You know, you get your monthly statements online, via email. You can access everything really quickly. You've got lots of apps. So I guess in a way, there's no excuse of not knowing where you're at or how much you've got. And in this climate, I think it's more important now than ever to kind of just always keep an eye, because there's so much fraud and different things going on. So it's also like a safety net, and it just keeps you secure to make sure that things are as they should be in your account. So that's definitely a key tip. And finally, I think the best thing that I can say you need to do for the fifth kind of good habit is to set yourself those targets, goals, and small achievements that you want to sort of get to the bigger point. So if you say to yourself that you want to close the year out with, I don't know, £5,000, I think break it up and come back and look at it all the way down to, you know, weekly? What would that mean? What would that mean monthly? What would that mean quarterly? And sometimes you might find that when you set yourself a target, you might exceed that, or there's more wiggle room to save a little bit more to get you closer to the target a bit quicker. Or alternatively, it means that actually you can up that target amount. So obviously if I need to save £5,000 and I find that actually I've got £600 each month left over that I can move across into savings, then, you know, I can kind of accelerate that a little bit more. Instead of just doing it over 10 months, I can kind of look at how I can change my plans and potentially change goals. So those are the key 5 financial habits, money habits that I've been practicing and applying that have really yielded some positive results for me, and I'm in a really good position, and I'm not where I want to be exactly, but it is going really, really well. And I think that key thing of discipline really helps when you're managing money. So I hope some of these tips will help you as well, as much as they've helped me to get into a better place. And as we move into 2021 and progress things, I hope, you know, you can achieve all your financial targets. Let me know what you guys like to do to kind of save, budget and make the most of your money when you're setting goals. Just type it down in the comments below and we can have a little bit of a chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.